Now that it's warming up and we made that decision to control pests, it may involve that decision to use a pesticide in our lawn or in our garden. If that is the case, we always want to make sure we follow that pesticide label. And there are also some specific components that we want to be aware of also within that pesticide label. When using a pesticide product, that label is very important to us. And when we take a look at that label, we discover there's some points that are very important for us to follow. First of all, by default, we should always use protective clothing and equipment. Now, if we look more specifically on a pesticide label, this is a good example of a product that controls weeds. This one gives us the details associated with the handling of this product. It says when using this product, wear long sleeve shirt, long pants, socks, shoes. It also extends on to and says chemical resistant gloves and eye protection. Now, in relation to the gloves themselves, we invite you to always use a chemical resistant glove. This one is made out of nitrile. Nitrile gloves are excellent to use, including neoprene too. Pesticide gloves are always unlined. Never a cloth liner inside these gloves, because if there's any potential chance for a product to be inside this glove, we're not able to clean this glove inside and out. A chemical resistant glove will always have no lining to it at all. Sometimes we may come across a glove that is chemical resistant, but it does have a cloth lining in it. And this was a good example to protect our hands from the liquids that are maybe in our environment, but is not that type of a product to use at all associated with pesticides. Cloth on the inside means that this glove is not for use for pesticides. Other points on the pesticide label include the signal word. It could be caution, warning, or danger. And typically that's in reference to how toxic that product may be to us, the user. Does not have a reference at all on how well that product can have an impact upon the pest itself. The products that have signal words of caution are those that are just slightly toxic. Those with warning, moderately toxic, and those with danger are highly toxic, but more specifically they may be referring to a corrosiveness that may be associated with the pesticide label to our eyes itself. So those are the components we wish to let you be aware of about a pesticide label. That label is very important all throughout the process. It guides you in the store, first of all, to guide and determine which product to purchase. It guides you once you are home to prepare and handle the product in and around your garden or your lawn. It gives us directions on how to dilute and handle the product. It guides us, of course, by using the protective clothing and equipment that is always associated with a pesticide product. Then it also summarizes, after we're all done, the requirements for us to store that product. It's up and out of reach of children and pets, and it's preferably up on a high shelf, and it's always best, if you can, to keep it underneath lock and key. So if you use pesticides underneath an integrated pest management approach, remember we have those 6 different methods. We find it best to use a combination of those 6 methods, but if we always look at them first with just the first 5, we may get the job done without needing to use a pesticide product. If any of the first 5 methods underneath IPM do not do the job, then we may use a pesticide product, but always, again, by law, according to the label.